Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Freeland here. Today, we are going to work on really expanding that part of our small moment story. So, I want to tell you, I've been really trying to think and think and think of a small moment story to tell you. And sometimes that's the hardest part of small moment stories is getting a good idea. Once you get a good idea, then you can usually roll. Um, but it could be about maybe playing with a pet. Maybe you had a special time with someone in your family. Maybe you made something with someone around the house. Maybe you like to cook. Could be a story about going somewhere. Maybe going to the grocery store or to a vacation place or a mall. Might be doing something for the first time. So a lot of times it's hard to think about a good idea. And I try to think about something that really stuck out on my mind that I remembered the details of a small moment because that's what we really want to focus on. So, of all the stories that popped into my mind, I was thinking about this last summer. I was driving to get my daughter at summer camp and I hit a deer while I was driving. And it was really a scary moment for me. But I remember a lot of those details just because it was a really scary thing for me. So the thing that you can remember, your small moment, could be exciting and happy, or it might be something scary or sad. But still, those are good things for a small moment story. So I'm going to tell you that story. I'm going to show you how I really focus on not a lot of things about my day, but just about the moment when I hit the deer. So I'm going to start off with me driving. So I'm going to draw my car, maybe me in my car driving. I have a white car, so I'm not very good at drawing cars here. But here's me driving in my car. All right, so here I am. Okay, so remember, we're going to tell the story with your fingers. So I was driving in my car, and suddenly out of the corner of my eye, I saw a deer. And I said out loud, I said, "Don't do it. Don't jump in front of me." And I squeezed the steering wheel because I thought he might jump in front of me. And then suddenly I felt a thud in my car. And then all of my airbags came out in my car. And then after my airbags came out, I steered my car to the side of the highway. And then there was a really strong smell in my car from the airbags coming out. And I didn't know that would happen. But I couldn't see anything because my airbags covered up all my windows. And then I got out of my car and I was on the side of the road and I saw the deer laying there. And then I called 911 for help. So I'm going to really focus on that moment after I hit the deer and what happened in my car. All right. So I'm going to make a road and maybe my car is here. All right. Your drawings don't have to be perfect. It's just your drawings there to help you remember what happened. And so on this side, here's the deer. He wasn't a very smart one, right? And I saw the deer on the side of the road. Then I'm going to draw this for next. I'm just going to draw the steering wheel because I remember, and here's the road out my window, right? And I remember I said to myself, "Don't do it." Or I said to the deer, he couldn't hear me, obviously. I said to the deer, "Don't do it." And then he jumped out in front of me, right? So then while I was driving, my airbags went off, right? And so I pulled over to the side of the road. I'm going to draw that picture again of just the airbags in front of me with a steering wheel because I can't see anything. And then after that, I got out on the side of the road. There was grass there. I was standing on the grass to be out of the traffic. And the deer was laying there, right? Poor deer. Not very smart. Okay, so now I'm going to tell that story and I'm going to write it. So I used my fingers. I got all the details. And I really slowed down at the most scary part of my story, really, is when I hit the deer. So one day I was driving to pick up my daughter at camp. Now, here's the part where I see the deer in the corner of my eye. I saw a deer next to the road. Don't do it, I said out loud. I squeezed the steering wheel. See how I'm really telling a lot of moments about when I actually hit it? Because I thought he would. And I'm going to say, I felt a thud and the airbags came out. There was a strong smell. I got out in the grass, called 911, and saw the dead deer on my car. Okay, boys and girls, you might have a story like that too, where something scary happened to you. But it doesn't have to be a scary thing. It can be a fun thing or exciting thing. But notice I didn't tell you really a lot about my daughter at summer camp. I didn't tell you what I did in the morning. What I really did was told all my pages about the moment when I hit the deer and that thing happened. So I took a small moment hitting the deer, because it was only about 2 or 3 seconds. But then I told you everything about that moment of when I hit the deer. So I hope this helps you write your small moment story and really think about one thing that happened, and then of that event, what can you stretch out and tell lots of details. Okay, good luck, boys and girls.